Okay. testing.
Starting is always so like
Such a process.
stressful.
Disclaimer
What?
is I don't think that's the right word.
What disclaimer?
Yeah, like if you're gonna do something,
Yeah, like
the
this.
trigger warning.
Yeah.
I will be vaping. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's a thing. I'm not gonna let.
Oh, it's okay if I hit mine as well throughout this.
Duh.
You guys act
just
like
a
I
vape.
care. You
It's
guys could
just a
smoke.
vape.
You guys could really even smoke. I wouldn't care.
Yeah, but you're still like.
I mean, that's all allowed. It's all gravy on YouTube. So. It's gravy on the tubes. Are you annoying yourself?
Yeah, 'cause I'm echoing.
Do you want to fuck with the mixer?
And I'm annoying. No, I think it's these fucking cords. I don't know what's wrong with them. Yeah, I sound like a fucking alien from outer space.
I want to hear.
Like you're in a helmet.
Hello? Hello. Oh, it's better now.
Fuck me.
It's those fucking cords. Oh,
Fuck.
it's still there a little
Oh, fuck.
bit. I'm just going to power through.
Okay. You
can
sound
do
fine.
Yay. All right, let's start this bitch.
Okay. Vanna with the intro.
Welcome to That Shit Is Bananas.
We have to remember to like look at the
I know. That's it's tripping me out because I'm like, hey.
We could still be looking at each other, but we're used to just staring out in outer space because we're not used to recording.
We could just
So if we're
not
not looking at
acknowledge
each
the
other-
camera. It's just there watching us.
Okay, chilling.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
That's how it's done.
Cut.
Scene?
Goodbye. Mic drop.
Okay. All right. I'm going to start this again. I'm echoing. I hate it. I'm sorry.
You got it.
I'm sorry.
I get it. I get it so bad, especially from playing Xbox and stuff. I get it.
Like, you know.
Can I
okay.
listen? Can I hear
Yeah.
your problem?
It's just me. Hello, hello, hello. Do you hear that? Do you hear the echoing in the ear? Do you hear the alien in the background?
It's very minimal. Do you want me to use these? It doesn't bother
Oh, then mine's probably crazy.
It doesn't bother me. You want to put headphones? Where the fuck did I put them?
Your headphones?
Yeah.
Around your neck.
Oh my god, they're on my neck. Lord!
And we got that on camera.
All
Caught
right.
in 4K.
I'm good. Well, hopefully you don't feel the same way with the mic.
Let me see. Is it just me?
I think you're tripping. I think you're on balls.
That's crazy.
She's
man.
on the balls.
All right.
Welcome.
Welcome to That Shit Is Bananas. My name is Savannah. This is Christina.
Yo.
And I'm Colby.
So.
I don't like that.
Oh
Me neither.
my
On
god.
everything.
Okay. All right. Fine. Wait. What if you're like, welcome to, and I'm like, that's bananas, and he's like, oh wait, that's not what it's called anymore.
What is it called? That Shit Is Bananas.
Yeah,
Is that what I said?
I don't know.
Am I
So
on drugs?
I
I
think you
think-
might have said this is.
I think we should like kind of stick to how we were doing it as if the camera like wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
if like we do drop the video, the logo,
Yeah.
and then it's gonna be like the logo on the screen, and then it's gonna kind of like slowly cut into us like talking. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like.
that makes sense.
Thank you.
That
thank
makes
you.
that makes sense.
So it ain't even there. That's how I've been doing
I
it.
appreciate that input because yes. All right. Welcome to That Shit Is Bananas. My name is Savannah,
And I'm Christina.
And I'm Colby.
and we're here to tell you some more crazy banana shit.
Bananas.
I hope everybody enjoyed our last 3 episodes that we uploaded all at one time.
Oh,
We were obnoxious.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And also, first and foremost, I just want to give a shout out to our listeners because
Yes.
we got our Spotify Wrapped
Mhm.
as creators. And
Did you show Colby?
Yes.
Yes.
It was so
I
cool.
was so happy.
Yeah.
I know. So
we
cool.
seriously, we love all of you.
Yes.
Like, thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
seriously.
Yes.
And
So awesome.
yeah, like I really appreciate people who listen. So, and we gained a lot of new followers this year. So, is followers a bad word? Like, it sounds like a cult.
I mean, it can lead to that, but it's not.
But
Right?
we're
Any-
not for that.
Anything could
Yeah,
really
exactly.
lead to it, right?
Yes.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
all good. No,
No matter what you call it. It's a
people
following.
say that.
'Cause
It's fine.
it is a following, but not like in
Yeah.
a weird, creepy cult way.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Alright.
good.
Well, today I want to talk about winter stories from when we were kids or like just whenever. But since today we had our real big snowfall, and I woke up and I looked out my window and I said, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
Because I had been laying in bed a
Literally.
little extra long, and then I was like, "Well, I might as well milk it because I'm gonna be late."
Welcome to the Winter Wonderland.
Yes.
Yep, but it's gonna be 55 this weekend, so say goodbye.
Yep. It was already melting. That's why I was like, it was like that packing snow. 'Cause it was
Yeah.
already
It
like
got thick.
Yeah. Yeah. So while I was cleaning off the car this morning, I'm like, I might as well clean out the car then since I'm out here and cold already. Yeah.
Well, I was getting my stepson's stuff together. About to go to the car, and the garage door opens, and I just see snow, like
Good
thick ass snow.
morning.
I was like, "What the fuck?"
What
Nobody
the fuck?
told me.
No, literally, I'm over here thinking
It was random.
it was just
so
out of the
random.
blue. I'm
Yep.
not hearing
Yeah.
anything,
I-
and I was like brushing off her car, and I was like, "Thank God it's this kind of snow," because
Right.
I got minimal snow on me, and I was nice and dry when I got in the car.
First
Yeah,
thing I
that's
said.
one thing that's nice.
First thing I said was, "Well, I hope Lucas is real happy when he wakes up."
Why he wants it to snow.
It's all he talks about.
Oh well,
It's all he talks about.
he's probably had a good day.
Yeah, he mentioned it like 3 times.
That's awesome.
That's hilarious.
But he's actually the one who gave me this idea to do like a winter stories episode because the first day that he was telling me he loves the snow, I was like, by the way, Lucas is our coworker, me and Colby's coworker,
yes.
and he was telling me about how he loves winter because it's like quiet outside and it's just like peaceful, and I was just like, I understand that, and it just like really made me think of like, you know, I haven't always hated the snow until I was an adult, you know.
Right.
I used to
Yeah.
have some fucking good ass times in the
Yeah.
snow, and he made me think of that, and I'm like, that would be a great thing to talk about on the podcast.
Yeah.
So shout out to Lucas.
Shout out to you, Lucas. You better be listening.
Yeah.
I don't expect that at all.
No.
Sorry, cold.
You're good. You're good.
Anyway, we have hot cocoa
Oh yes. In
because
spirit
it's only
of
right. Yeah.
Yes.
the app.
Yes.
The marshmallows are melted.
Yes, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I got coffee. Sorry.
I understand.
It's. I never drink warm coffee, so merry winter.
Merry winter.
This morning, actually, at Tim Hortons, they were going to hand me my coffee, and they're like, "Did you say decaf?" And I'm like, "Yes." They're like, "Do you want decaf?" And I was like, "Yes."
Oh my god.
I can't drink caffeine. And she's like, "Okay, well, you're going to have to wait a second 'cause it's brewing."
She really wanted you to take the regular
I
one.
get it. I do.
No,
But, like,
I don't.
at the same time, you don't do that.
Right,
Some
that's what
people
I mean.
Like,
actually
I
have
can
health
understand her
restrictions.
mentality. Like,
Yeah.
I already made this coffee.
Are you
Like, maybe you don't
sure?
care.
Are you sure?
But
you
I'm
want
sure.
decaf? I'd be like, bitch.
Actually,
What did I ask for?
if they would have gave me decaf, I would have been not feeling good today.
Right.
So,
Right.
like, caffeine makes me feel so anxious. It makes me feel like I have asthma.
Yeah.
And I can't live like that.
Yeah. No. No.
After
I
some
get
bad
like
times.
that when I have too much, but I can have like a cup or two a day.
Well, I feel like that originally, but the one day that it really hit me, I was at work. I had already had a coffee, but I still wanted like more coffee, so I drank the coffee in the break room.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit
Mm.
has crack in it or
Mhm.
something, bro.
Mhm.
Because
It's probably just
it
really
is
high in
so yeah.
caffeine.
Oh man, like
Yeah.
I almost passed out. I had to you
Yeah.
literally had to go get my mom to come get me.
That's horrible. Yeah, I mean,
Dude.
it doesn't surprise me. It's really not. It's
Yep.
not. It's not.
That happened to me
It's
before.
not great.
Not like with
Feel
coffee.
Like caffeine.
Yeah, dude. What was it? The one time when I at my old job, I was working the truck and I had Monster, and I was drinking it, and I drank it just too fast, trying to do too much, and like my face got really hot, and I like
Oh.
sat down right next to the fish tanks, like in front of people, everything. I did not care. My apologies.
You're gonna have to like I can't judge you. I have so many reminders and stuff on my phone that like I don't. I don't. There's no reason for
I
it.
just forget about it because it's at such a weird time. You know what I'm saying? Like, but any Hoosers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have, pardon my discombobulation here.
You're fine.
I have my notes.
Once
Where are my
upon a
notes?
note. I never seen
Are
a
they in
note.
your coat pocket potentially?
No, I put them in this pocket. I just took them out. That's what I'm. Perfect though, 'cause my cup is falling.
Oh.
This is what.
I like your note, Vanna.
Because I just have little things like little notepads at work.
That's your little
So that's what I got
Jots.
going on for me. Is this front and back?
memory jots.
There we are. Okay, so. Oh, I did this wrong. Anyway, there's things I want to mention first, okay?
Okay.
Because, of course, we're going to do our rounds of how are you? What have you been doing? What have you been watching?
Okay.
But
What have I been watching? Okay.
I do need to mention something I heard about yesterday that I did not know existed.
Okay.
I was listening
Alrighty.
to this new podcast I'm listening to. It's not new, but it's new to me.
Okay.
It's National Park After Dark.
Okay.
And it's like Tooth and Claw, but
Oh, yeah.
I've
Sounds like
listened to
it.
all their episodes, and like they don't put them out as often as I want. So they did an episode with them, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go over there for when I can't listen to you guys. I need my content of animal attacks and true crime. So
I love it.
so far so good, but yesterday I heard an episode that they were telling about this place in Alaska, Katmai National Park, right?
Okay.
And I don't know if everyone knows this, but I love bears.
She does.
I love bears.
You're also terrified. of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Respect
That's how I-
Absolutely.
that's- I'm the same way with sharks.
I want to see a bear. I want to pet a bear's head.
I want
but
to pet a
I want
shark's
to
head.
hug it very tightly. But no, I don't ever want to be close to a bear because it will kill me in the
Right.
most brutal way.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if I could just get up close safely, but I won't. Anyway,
I know. I get it. I feel
It's
that
not
way.
worth the risk.
and I hear they stinky because, I mean, why wouldn't they be?
You know, I never thought about that. They probably are really
Yeah.
smelly.
Oh, yeah.
Ew, my God.
People who have gotten attacked by bears said that the smell while they're getting attacked, like while they're being chewed on and stuff, was the most.
Dang, they attacking you on all fronts.
Well,
I know, right?
they're not gonna kill you, so you're alive during a lot of them trying to dismember you.
No, I get it. That's what I'm saying. On top of that, you're gonna get all your stuff eaten.
On
And
top of that, it smells.
Yeah,
And
they're
it
like
smells.
and the smell is just like overwhelming through all of
I
it.
never even thought about
But
it.
they're so cute. Anyway,
I know, they are cute.
but okay, so they're talking about this place, Katmai National Park, and there's literally it's like tons of grizzly bears. You have to take a plane to get up to these like waterfalls,
what?
and there's just bears sitting in the little waterfalls catching fish. Just tons of grizzly bears.
Oh my God. You need to
to look it up because
will.
it's the best thing.
Okay.
I would love to, but it is very dangerous.
Yeah.
But I would love to.
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine your plane just like running out of gas.
Oh my God! And then you're stuck with the bear.
Well, if you're going up there, you're gonna be pretty like knowing on how to survive as much as you can. I feel like.
Yeah, like only people that like enthuse in this and like have done it for many years, like bear watching.
Yeah.
But
Bear watchers.
this national park has an Instagram page
Yeah.
where they have a fat bear contest every year.
Shut up. Shut up.
So you know
I want
that I'm
the
following
fattest
them.
one. That you know that I followed them.
So I just thought
That's
that was like
funny.
important news.
It's very
I was
important.
very excited. I was at work just looking at all these bears in this
So that's what
waterfall.
you've been watching.
Literally.
Actually, if we're gonna get into it,
Well, first we need to know how you are. I mean, I know how you are. Our followers.
you know what? I'm just done. I'm seriously done.
My poor bad.
No, it's good. It's
I know,
good.
it's
We're
a
going
good-
into a new year,
It's a
and
new
I'm
phase.
like, you know who I'm worried about this year? Me.
Amen.
Obviously my kids, but like other people, no. Putting energy into other people, no.
Amen.
Done. So it's freeing.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm finally done.
That's good though. I think that's a good place. You're not bitter. You're just
No, I'm just living my life as me. And like also I'm on this I think it's healthy almost to have this kind of it's kind of toxic, but it's healthy toxic where you're like how could I get even better? You know?
Yeah.
How could I just show out on all the bitches and just be the best version of myself?
Yeah. Amen.
True that. True that.
It's truly a nice drive to have. Like, how
Yeah.
can I just be better than everybody?
It's not that toxic. I mean,
I
it
think
depends on the way you look at it, I guess.
I think it's great.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I think it really all depends.
You're not hurting
on,
anybody.
Right, you're just trying to elevate yourself.
Right.
Yep.
Well, you're the only person, and obviously your offspring, you should be worried about elevating right
Yep.
now. So,
I think most of all, me worrying about myself is going to help me
those
worrying about my kids.
relationships, Yeah.
Because me worrying about other people all the time leaves me no energy for anything ever. And, I feel like if I worry about me, then I'm good. I'm a better parent.
Amen.
Yeah,
You know?
like the more solid you are, the more that you can actually be there. Whereas you're like
Where you could be
stretching yourself
solid
thin.
for them.
The less I'm like other people, how they feel about me, like what's going on between it. Like I can't,
Yeah.
I can't. I'm
Yeah.
done, tired.
Yeah.
But that's how I am. I'm also just like so tired lately.
Like literally.
Like
or
having been
mentally.
like not
Yeah, I always say I'm tired. That's like my main phrase. Like I'm tired, and you're like, in what way?
like right.
Yeah.
No, I'm just like sleepy. Like I haven't been feeling like doing
The
chores
weather.
or like doing anything. Could be the weather.
It is.
Maybe I'm depressed and refuse to acknowledge it.
Seasonal. Seasonal.
It
a
is.
wee bit?
You know what's weird though? I was the most depressed during the summer this year.
Okay.
The sunshine was like, can't help you. And that's pretty much. So I'm
Yeah.
like, got to do it with what I can with the winter then.
Right.
But I'm trying to get back to the gym. I went back last week, but when I'm on my time of the month, I don't want to go to the gym.
Me
I don't
neither.
feel good about myself to be at the gym. So once that's over, I'm going to be at the gym.
I get it. I don't like it either. It's awful in all of the ways. Nothing is good about it.
But I've been heavy on like gym TikTok.
Nice.
So I'm really getting excited to go.
Good. I'm glad you got some motivation.
Yeah. Dynamic stretching in the morning for everybody, whether you work out or not. It's so important. Dynamic stretching is where you're constantly moving while you're stretching. And if you're doing something extraneous, you should finish with static stretching, which is that holding a pose for a moment type stretching. It's very good for just your joints. Like the dynamic stretching, it gets your body ready for the day. We're going to
Okay.
move today. Our joints are going to be good today because we've moved, we've warmed our shit up. But you shouldn't do static stretching unless you're all warmed up by doing something else because it could do more harm than good. Don't quote me. It's just the stuff I've been fucking
just
researching
learning.
for the past
She's
week.
learning. She's learning.
Because
Stuff that you're
there's
just
always those
picking
people
up.
that are like, actually. And I would love the most accurate information always, but it's just the way people approach, you
Yes.
know?
Yeah.
Chill out.
Yes. They know it all.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it's also, you gotta be careful because a lot of people like are different, you know. So it's like, oh, this may work better for someone, this may work better for someone else. So it's really kind of hard to like find which one's the most accurate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, this time of year, it's really easy to get to be like not hydrated because you want something warm all the time. Or maybe it's just me, but I just constantly want like hot apple cider or coffee or hot cocoa or just something warm or like tea because I'm cold. But I really should just be drinking water.
Mm.
I'll drink like 6 hot apple ciders and I'll be like, I should probably throw some water in there. But it's so good.
I actually like hate drinking hot things.
Crazy. I know the one day I came over, it was cold. You were asking me for iced coffee.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Need it.
iced coffee?
I
cold
get it. I
outside.
get it. I'm a cold drinker.
Yes.
I'm seasonal. It's hot outside, I
Seasonal
want cold
drinker.
drink.
Can I have a lighter?
Never. But just to wrap me up talking, wrap up talking. Wrap me up sounded a little.
Wrap me up. Wrap it up.
Okay, what I've been watching.
Yes.
So I always watch TikToks, right? But lately my algorithm has been showing me movies and shows and showing me basically the whole thing in clips. And I want to know what happens in between
Right.
the clips and like what happens next, so then I'm like, I have to watch it. So first thing I watched was The Girl in the Basement.
Oh shit. That shit is fucked up, and it's her dad.
Yeah, it's extremely fucked up,
It's
and it is her
so
dad.
sad.
And 20 years? Like, no, not 20 years.
Tell Colby the summary.
This is based on a true story, so I want to be respectful, okay?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
basically, in the movie, I don't know about how it differs, the true story in the movie. So I'm just gonna go off the movie, which I saw. But the girl, she's like turning 18. She's about to graduate. She's running away with her boyfriend. They're so in love. And then her dad like sees her with this boyfriend and knows that she's planning to run away. And he's like,
No, you're
So
not.
one day he's like, can you help me carry this tote downstairs? Which is suspicious to me because I'm like, you can carry it yourself.
But it's her dad. It shouldn't be suspicious though. Do you know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
like
I
how
have a
it was
lot to say
presented.
on all of it.
How it was presented, yeah, horrible. He was like, it presented him as like he had always been a little creepy.
Yeah.
So, but I
And just a bad person and abusive to the mom or
why,
whatever.
yeah, but why would she not do that?
So
You know what I mean?
right.
Like
So
in the
Yeah,
the
you'd
actual
go
standpoint.
downstairs, right?
also she has an older sister that's already moved out. You know what I mean? So she helps him bring this tote down to the basement, and in this basement behind there's like a shelf that he pushes out of the way, and it's like a bunker that somebody built. And she's like, I've never seen this before, that's weird. And he's like, bring her in, and she's like, it could use some paint or something. He's like, you don't like it? Too bad, and closes the door. And
Damn.
yeah, and so then after that she's
Gets
down there.
so much worse.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go into full detail. Also, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But but basically, she's down there for the next 20 years. Her mom, literally living upstairs, has no idea.
That's nuts.
She's down there for 20 years. Of course, he's like sexually assaulting her and producing multiple children.
Like 5 kids. I don't know how many. Real,
In real
but
life, it was 7 kids.
That's deplorable.
After the first 2, and she's giving birth by herself.
Yeah, all alone.
All by herself. She's got a book that he probably gave her. And after the 2 kids, she has another kid, and she's like, can this one go upstairs?
Yeah.
And she convinces him so then he leaves it on the doorstep, so the mom finds the baby and is like, she's alive. And she tried to signal her for help, like wrote a little message, but he found it first. So that baby gets to live upstairs, and it's just like crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But 20 years, I'm like, ain't no way. I'm so claustrophobic, I'd have killed myself day 2. I'm
Yeah,
done.
that's nuts, dude.
I would have bashed my head against the concrete wall and been done.
Yeah, isn't that absolutely horrible?
Like, but she did end up getting out, but after a long stretch.
Mm-hmm.
At one point she was pregnant and they found a leak in the ceiling, so they dug. I would have been a lot more discreet about it, but I mean,
Yeah.
what can you do?
It's a movie too.
She signaled a person,
Yeah.
and the person knocks on the door, and
Yeah.
her dad answers it, and he's
Yeah.
like, "There's like a help flash coming from like your basement. Do you know that? Do you know that?"
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I'll check it out."
Like,
Goes-
duh.
Goes down, literally like kicks her into the wall, and she has to give birth to her baby, and not alive.
That's horrible.
And her 2 kids are down there. They have to witness her going through this.
Yeah.
But then they grow into like teenagers, and they're like, "We want out." And she sits them down. She tells them the whole true story, and they're like, "What's wrong?" This is beautiful, actually. They're like, "What's wrong with us?" Because they're like, "Our dad is your dad." Like, what's wrong with us?
Yeah.
And she's like, "Nothing's wrong with you. It's always been about what's wrong with him."
Right.
And I'm like, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
'Cause
Right.
I cried really hard.
Yeah.
When the kids found out
yeah, it was.
that was.
I
her
was
dad.
definitely
because the kids see him.
phased.
you
Yeah,
know?
right,
Like
because
the-
he's going down
Do you
there.
know who
Yeah.
the actor is?
Yeah. What's his the girl or
No,
him?
the dad. Do you
I
know who that is?
I do.
From
yeah.
The Breakfast Club.
Yes. When I found that out, I was like,
But he's older now.
Which one, bro? No, bro.
yeah.
Not
Yeah.
my man.
I know, right?
It does soil it.
It does.
No, bro.
I didn't even want to know that shit.
I knew he was a bad cat,
Yeah. Talk about.
but that's crazy.
I wouldn't even play that fucking part.
But I didn't mean to just tell the whole movie, but it
My
just
bad.
kind of led there. But that's something I watched. But one thing I won't spill the beans on is this show I'm watching now. It's called Why Women Kill. And I love it so much. And it's amazing. I just finished the first season. And, like, each season wraps up. So, like, the first season wrapped up. Second season is totally different. So, man. And also,
I want to watch it so
has-
bad.
as the best intro, I got to show it to you after this. And it's really got me thinking, like, ugh, men, you know? Men. Sorry, Cole. But especially men in, like, the 50s and 60s.
Brutal.
Ugh, the one storyline, like, wow. Yeah. You're like, yeah, that's why women kill right there. That's why.
I want to watch it.
Such a good fucking show. Oh, it's so good. So thanks, TikTok, for your many clips that I already watched it on. So I've seen a lot of it already, but
Sorry, Colby.
still no regrets. What'd you do?
Oh, nothing. We're good. It's just I keep touching his cord.
But that is it for my
Spiel.
spieling.
We're spieling.
We're spieling down the road. All right, Christina, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. My leg is fucked up, but I'm good.
How's physical therapy?
Stupid. It's the stupidest thing in the world. And I'm calling my doctor tomorrow and just asking if we can push for the MRI because they just wanted me to try to go and see if it would help and put me on a bunch of meds and see if it helped. And I don't know if it's helping, and I'm not taking drugs that I don't even know what they're for. So, I mean, I do. I Google everything, but it's just like I don't want to mask the pain. Like, I just want to, like, figure out what's wrong with me. I just want an MRI. Good night.
I think a big thing is also that, like, in like our generation, we're not really with pharmaceuticals unless it's like
Right.
100% necessary. 'Cause
Right.
we're like we
Right. At
kind of
least
caught
me.
on to the scam of a lot of things in the economy.
Right.
so
Nah, literally.
Yeah,
we're
no.
like,
I
if there's a
don't.
way I can feel better without, like, maybe altering my life.
If one of the side effects is heart attack, then I'm not taking the medication.
Literally every commercial is
They're
like,
just
if you
dancing.
take this
Yeah.
medicine, you'll feel so much better, but you will go blind in
But
your
you-
right eye, your
you-
teeth will fall out, and you'll bleed
And they're
out your
spinning in
ass.
circles. They're spinning in circles. They're dancing.
Knowing what you're
They're doing cartwheels.
My life is
Oh
so
my
much
God.
better now that I have.
Now that I haven't.
Yeah, what's all the cuts to those commercials, huh?
Yeah.
Let me see these patients, bro.
I know, right? But I'm good. I'm good. All is well. I'm excited for the new year, and I hate the snow, and I hate the cold.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about a lot of things right now. So I'm excited about the podcast. Excited about Christmas.
Do you want to
my
tell everybody about your? Oh,
party.
you can't, 'cause then everyone will know what you're getting everyone for Christmas.
I
But
can't, but
she
I did.
had a dilemma
Yeah,
with she's making everyone Christmas presents, and a
Yeah.
dilemma happened
yeah,
at a very crucial point.
yeah,
And that's as far as we'll go.
yeah. It sucks. It sucks.
It is now a mystery.
Yeah. To be continued. What have I been watching? I've been watching a lot of Christmas movies. You know, like just like the old school, like Rudolph movies. I love them. A Year Without a Santa Claus with Heat Miser and Snow Miser. and
Yep.
all them. Love. that movie.
Mr.
I love it. It's
Yep.
so
It's my
good.
favorite song in that whole genre.
It's so good.
I'm about to download it, actually.
I'm about to get the playlist
Who won't?
on my phone.
I should start blasting Christmas music at work and
You
just
should
really torture everyone for the next couple weeks.
You know
You
what?
should.
It's necessary in a workplace. I think it's tradition.
just walk by my table and then just like drop a note real quick.
Are you guys Star Wars fans?
I am.
No, I've never seen it. And she acts surprised as if I've not told her this for 14
She has,
years.
but it's just still mind-boggling. It never gets less mind-fucking. But anyways, there was...
At this point, there's too much.
Yeah.
At this point, they're not stopping, and that's annoying.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, what they do? They stopped.
What do they do?
They left it right where they needed it to. Harry Potter, guess what? It's over. You know what I mean? It ended,
I know.
and then it was over.
But
Yeah.
see, this is the thing, Savannah, is it did end. They're just showing us all what
They're just
happened
showing
in the
a-
back
a-
time. Like
there's
prequels.
Everyone's story. They're like, and
Yeah.
that guy in the corner, this was his story.
Shut up, Savannah. You don't understand.
I
The
actually don't.
Obi-Wan one was the best. But anyways, I just watched
It is a
Ahsoka.
beautiful
And
I believe
did
it.
you watch Ahsoka?
No.
Okay, well, it was really good, but it wasn't as good as Obi-Wan. Just gonna say that. And I love Obi-Wan because I love Ewan McGregor because he is the guy in Moulin Rouge and he's Scottish and I love him. So, Obi-Wan is Ewan McGregor. So,
Okay.
but I don't know. Shows, I'm just into Christmas right now.
Yeah, it's natural. I've been trying to get Cairo into Christmas movies, but so far we're breaking through on Home Alone.
Nice.
Okay.
Good one.
But
Good one.
I think that's the only one we're gonna get this year.
Good one.
I've been really pressuring Elf. It might be too
Yes,
adult.
It is pretty adult. And he does get his dad
Yeah, wait
some lingerie.
a couple.
He won't really get it.
I know he wouldn't. That I've thought about showing
But it's
Olivia.
It's
too.
so it's so much funnier now that like when you're an adult and you get their innuendos and
Well, it's 'cause I got those Elf cups, and I wanted to show him what it's from.
Oh yeah.
My Elf cups.
They're
right.
Hi,
amazing.
buddy.
They're
Hope
amazing.
you find your dad.
I love it. So
Me and Lisa
funny.
actually just watched that not too long ago.
Santa!
Santa!
Oh my God!
Like he
Santa's
didn't see him 2 days ago.
And I'm here with my dad, and we never met. 'Cause you
But
didn't
I'm
know I was
here
born.
now,
I found
Daddy.
you, Daddy. And guess
I love
what?
you.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
So good. So good.
Yeah, that shit's hilarious.
I'm
so
watching that when
funny.
I get home.
For real. So good.
Just you can't. I realize.
You're an angry elf.
Call me an elf
One
more
more
time.
You're
You're an elf.
Angry little elf.
But truly, I realized recently, I'm like, oh, I can kind of quote Will Ferrell like all day long because
Mhm. You
I
love
think
him.
he's my favorite comedian.
You love him.
Because really, he doesn't lose for me.
He
He's
don't
hilarious.
miss. He doesn't miss.
I feel like he's missed a few, but I do like him too. Okay. What that Blades movie? Oh,
Blades of Glory.
oh
I
my
haven't seen
God.
it.
Okay.
Because when I realized
you will
this,
hate it.
when I realized this, I'm
think.
like, okay, but there's movies I haven't watched, so I need to like get going on the roster, you know.
Yeah.
But the classics,
You might
know?
like it. I don't know.
I probably will.
You might like it.
I think it's a funny concept already.
It's just it's
Yeah.
too much for me.
But Colby, how are you?
I am decent, I guess.
God. Sorry.
No, it's just hard for me to like grasp if I'm just like sad about something, if like I'm getting depressed because of seasonal depression, or if it's like something that's gonna happen really quick. I don't know. Like I just feel like I'm going to be fine, you know. So it's like really hard to like be like, oh, what is it actually when I feel like I'm gonna be okay, you know? Like
I know what you mean.
like yeah, lately I've been like missing my friend, you know.
Yeah, that happened, so that's a lot.
So I don't know. It's like I'm like the old hormone monster on Big Mouth. Like, what are you gonna do? Like,
Oh my god.
he's my favorite.
Ugh, he cringes me so
That
bad.
whole show
Lisa
cringes me.
Lisa
so.
hates him.
I
Lisa
hate the
hates him
whole
so much,
thing.
and he's my favorite. He's my favorite.
I love the female hormone monster. She's my fave.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what have you been watching?
I've been watching. Me and Lisa have been watching Supernatural.
Still.
Yes.
You've been cracking down on her paying attention and
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crack it
Yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah. I don't even need to, like, cause she be paying attention.
good.
So, cause I've already watched it. Sometimes I try to like go on my phone. She's like, "No, we're watching Supernatural," and I'm like,
I love
"Okay."
that. Me and Tyler are like that too.
What else? Of course, I'm watching One Piece, cause you know that'll never end. That's not true. It's gonna end soon, and I'm gonna like die.
Knowing there's an end will be more enticing for me. I don't like things that aren't over yet.
I don't want it to be over. I don't want it to be over
I know,
ever.
I felt like that a
If
lot.
I was 80 years old and that show was still going, I'd be so happy. Don't even care. Just like, oh, Sunday. Like,
My favorite show hasn't ran since 82.
damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you're
Can you guess what it is?
You're gonna laugh.
No, what is it?
Well, first of all, I just want to say I watched it every day since I was a kid, but
I've only ever watched it at your house.
yeah,
It's
But
it's Little House on the Prairie.
yeah. Savannah had to say it.
Yep.
It's definitely Little House on the Prairie.
I only know
I
that
watch
show
it
from
every
That
single
70s
night.
show. Like they
Oh
bring
my
it up.
god, that's hilarious.
Because I remember Hyde was sitting in the basement and he was watching it by himself.
Yes.
And then
yes.
I don't know, I want to say it was Kelso or Eric. But
It was Eric.
But he was like, "Are you watching Little House on the Prairie?"
I think it was Eric. Yeah.
And he was like, "It just reminds me of a
It's a good
simpler
show.
time."
Yes. Yes. I have to watch it to go to sleep. I literally every single night.
It is a good show. It's just like in some shows, like
It's my comfort show.
the bad people are so annoying. You know what I mean? Like they're so annoyingly bad. Like you can't be nice not once. Like it's just like, you know, that's what it is for me. It's like Nellie and her mom.
They can't. Okay.
They-
now, but
They stress me out because
listen,
like you don't have
Mrs.
to be
Olsen
so
can
nasty.
be nice sometimes though, and those are like really good moments. And then
Yeah.
she's
Once every 3 years.
She's brutal. She is brutal. I mean, even as an adult, I'm more so as an adult. Some of the things that I've realized that she has done are actually extremely fucked up. Like
yeah.
she is mentally fucked up. But I don't know though. She does have. She's necessary though, man. She's necessary.
Paw
She's
is hot
necessary.
though.
Michael Landon. I know he died
Paw is
so
hot.
young. He was only in his 50s.
In his prime.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know. Caroline, she's gorgeous too. Oh my god. Pa.
You're just like Papa.
You're just like Papa.
Oh my god.
Oh man, I can't
Oh.
wait for them to be 40 when the next season comes out.
Right? They're gonna have to
Do you
use
know
some
they tried to
AI.
remake Little House on the Prairie? Like a whole different company, like in the like
I feel like that's one of those
2006,
things that's like let it
2007.
go, you know? Like
Oh my god.
no one wants to
I
remake
I
of
watched it.
Oh, like the
of course,
CEO
but
on the
not the
Lorax.
same.
Let it die, let it die. Shrivel up and die.
So,
But yeah.
did you mention One Piece? Okay.
Yep, yep,
Supernatural. Okay.
yep, yep.
We should
Little
do
House
our
on the Prairie.
we should do our stories. But first things
Yeah,
first, I
we
just want to say something. So, right now it's like since it's Christmas time, everyone's doing like Elf on the Shelf videos of what they're doing and stuff. And it's like really got me thinking. First of all, I just want to say I'll never do Elf on the Shelf.
I don't like it.
I don't have the time for that,
Neither
and
do
I don't
I.
like the concept personally for
neither.
kids. But if that's your jam,
It's
that's your jam.
creepy. I'm
Whatever.
sorry for
But
you
me
Elf
as
on
a
the Shelfers,
person-
but I think it's creepy.
Right. Me as a person would not
Like,
appreciate
do you know
that.
the concept?
So
yeah, I
the
think
elves
that's the
watch
one
you.
doll I can actually like
They're creepy
deal
looking,
with
too.
because I don't know. Lisa actually just showed me a TikTok of kids like reacting to what they did or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
and that shit is funny.
Oh, I know. I'm sure it is.
So my thing is the enjoyment I'm getting is seeing all these parents like do it because I'm realizing who's it for?
For the parents.
Because y'all are having so much fun. You're probably smoking a bowl, drinking, and then you're like coming up with ideas. You got to come up with the ideas together. And then you got to execute them, and you're failing, and it's funny. And then you get to see the results. That's an activity for couples to do. That's like, I think, really wholesome.
yeah, you're not wrong.
I don't like as a kid, I would have hated that shit. So I don't really like what it's saying to the kids.
I don't know how I would have felt.
But it's like, hey, there's this doll. He moves around all by himself. Don't touch him or he'll die. And as a kid, I wouldn't have appreciated that. But I love seeing the parents go crazy. I think it's cute.
Yeah, the other side of it.
I
is
probably would
cute.
leave out the they'll die part.
Right. Well, because there's this one TikTok where there's like a bunch of siblings and they started screaming bloody murder. So the mom's running like, what's wrong? What happened? She gets in there. The one kid is holding the elf. So they're all like, he's dead.
Oh my god. That's sad.
Yo, you gotta send
That's
me that, dude.
traumatizing.
Trust me, I know what it's like to lose a stuffed animal.
But anywho, I just wanted to mention that because I thought it was cute because I've been seeing it.
Dude, that is so
And
funny.
I'm like, maybe this is what people need to save their marriages or something. You know?
Some elf
like,
on
go
the
prank
shelf.
your kids, dude.
Team up on them. But
So
somebody
once a night, I want you guys.
but the one person was just like, if I was the kid, I'd be like, why aren't you watching my six when I'm asleep? And I was like, that's a fair point. Like
I can't. Dude. That's too funny.
yeah. TikTok. Anyway. Okay, winter memories. I'm not going to start this time. One of you's
I'll
are.
do it.
Okay. Colby's been ready all day.
So this one, like, it wasn't fun, like, while it was happening, but like I think about it every time it snows, and it does like make me laugh and smile. So one day I think I was in like 9th grade, and me and Armani were trying to get money to go to Skateland, and
Story of my life.
and and I lived on Dysinger, which is like 3 miles from Armani's house. Okay, so we tried to get a ride from my mom, and she said no. Right.
She said no.
And it's like it's sprinkling, but it's making the snow all like slushy and
Yeah, ew.
horrible, kind of like how it was this morning. But like it's just everywhere. So me and this man are trooping in the slush from his house to my house, and I get in there. Mom's chilling, and I'm like, Mom, we found the $10, because she originally said, I'll get it if you could get, I'll like drive you if you could get the $10, but I'm not doing both, right?
Right.
And so we show up, and I'm like, Mom, I found the $10. She was like, I ain't going out like this. I was like, bruh.
You lied to me.
I was like, all right, fine. And so then turned around and left, and Armani was kind of stressed, and he was like, bro, how are we gonna get there now? And I was saying the same thing. I was like, don't worry, bro, I know a shortcut, right?
Oh, shit.
And so we're running.
They never really know a shortcut.
Wait, how far are you at this point?
So
from
right
Skateland?
now, from Skateland, we are trying to.
Are you on Dysinger?
No, but we did. We passed the Tim Hortons that's on Robinson. That's next to Kenyon's.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we went down that way,
Robinson.
straight
down
down.
Beatty.
Yeah. So we're on
Okay.
Beatty, right?
Okay, so you're still like 2 miles away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we're down. You know that road where it's like the high school, and then you go straight, and then if you turn right, then you could get to Walmart.
Yeah.
And so we're going. So I'm trying to go down that road,
Oh,
All right.
shit, you're fucking it up.
and
Oh my God. You're talking about, what is it, Snyder?
Yes.
Is that what we're talking
Yeah.
about? That's a dangerous ass road to walk down.
and
It's all twisty turny,
Yeah.
and nobody can ever see shit.
and what's it called? So then we get near the like where this church is. So then I was like, okay, well if McDonald's is this street, right? Because it looked like the same street that's like going down.
Oh, Ham Road?
Yeah, it looks just like
The
that
church
same
you used
road.
to go to.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking to go go down towards the high school because Scalen's down that way.
Right.
And so I was like, I know a shortcut. And then so
You
it just
should have just went down Beatty all
yeah,
the way.
literally. And then I turned wrong, and then we got down this one street.
You went out of the way instead of a shortcut.
And so literally, so
yes, a shortcut. You went. You went.
You could have just
this
went
way.
straight in that way, but you
should've
went.
just went straight. And
this-
like
yeah,
and you
literally went
like
the
this.
whole
You
other,
went like this.
literally went whole other
Oh
way,
my
like,
God.
and what's it called? And so all the street signs are like covered in snow. So like, really, what I thought I was seeing wasn't. So it was like half the word, kind of. And so I was like, all right, I'm going down the right way. And then so there's this one sign that was totally covered, and I went up and I hit it, and it was the totally wrong street. I don't even remember the name of the street.
Fuck.
And I looked at Armani, and I seen how mad he was, but he was trying really hard not to just like cuss me out.
Trusted you.
And I was like, I looked at him, I was like, bro, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And so
Oh, that's funny.
we end up getting to Skateland, and with like an hour left. So we were kind of tight. Yeah, we were kind of tight. but,
Everyone's
like,
already drunk on amps.
everyone's already amped up, dude.
It's like everyone's ready to go.
Right.
Everyone's
And
already making out and
missed it all, bro.
Missed it
What-
all. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
and then so we to get there, we're eating this nasty Skateland pizza all to ourselves
I miss that.
because
I miss it too.
because
Just
we
want
were like
one slice.
we were like, you know what? We're doing this. And then we managed to get someone to buy us pizza, and then we ate it to
Nice.
ourselves.
Nice.
But yeah, that was a fun story.
Oh, yeah, that sucks though.
You know, those stressful like trips with your friend where you're just
Mhm.
walking everywhere and you
Mhm.
really are so aimless and lost.
Yeah.
Those be the best memories.
Yep.
It's like
Yep.
when me and Christina like first became best friends, that's all we did for like a year.
Oh my God, that's all I did was walk around town.
Remember
That's it.
whenever we like rode the bikes from here, like
Mhm.
11 miles total to get a nickel.
A nickel
Get a
bag.
nickel bag, bro. It's a nickel
A
bag.
nickel bag.
Nick?
A nickel.
Well, it was supposed to be.
It was supposed to
It
be
was
a
supposed to be
dime.
a dime. But it was half. No,
11
it was
miles for a
11 miles.
dime?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's 22. There
I
is
was
back.
pissed, but that was still, you know, I liked to act big and tough, but like I never told the weed man it wasn't enough.
Me neither. Well, because they would have
And
been
I
like,
would
what do
now,
you know
though.
about that
But I
shit?"
would now, but I'm also like a pussy now too.
11
I just don't care now. I don't even bother.
miles.
Oh, Kobe's stuck.
for a Nick.
Yep.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
$5.
We got back.
Well, it was $10 though. Kobe.
Yeah.
He ripped me off. Yeah, so it was $10. I was supposed to get a dime, and I got a nick for $10.
Yep.
You
But
got
it's some gas, though.
you rode.
Stems and seeds and
Bro.
all.
Bro,
You got did
we were
filthy
children. We
in
were
the
children.
most
We were-
disrespectful
That's
way.
not the craziest thing we've ever done
maybe
for a
15.
bullpack.
Not like that.
Dude.
We've done not like that,
That's-
but we've done a
We
lot.
So-
trooped.
so
We've
you rode
trooped for
11
weed.
miles there.
No, altogether 11 miles.
Altogether 11 miles.
Altogether
Yeah.
11 miles.
Dude, bro. I was
We were
finna
hurting.
lose. Oh, yeah.
But
Oh,
no,
yeah.
we did not. Not 22 miles. So
No, not
that'd be
22
crazy.
miles. Just 11.
Oh,
I'm
what I-
like,
yeah.
y'all literally got home sober. That's
we had fun
crazy.
though. It was
Yeah,
fun.
it was fun. I liked riding the bikes.
We always had fun doing crazy shit like that.
We did.
Dude.
And then we'd get back and smoke it and be gone and be like, do we really need to do all that?
Yeah, we'd be pissed. We'd be like,
So
all
what's our
that.
next move?
So what should we have to do next?
I've been in that situation many times. But
I'm
not no 11 miles.
Being a
is-
teenager is something else.
I didn't know though. I mean, I didn't have like GPS back then, so like
No, we didn't
I
have.
didn't know how many miles it was gonna take.
We just knew where we were going.
But and the only reason we did know the mileage is because it was my parents' bikes, and they had these fancy reader things that tell you how far you went. Yeah. That's the only reason. And Savannah has not forgotten that number since.
How
I don't
could
forget
you?
numbers, especially the number 1,260.
Oh my god.
11 miles for a nick, dude. Crazy.
I'm sure that's not the only time we traveled that far for a nick.
When a number appalls me, it's there forever.
Literally.
I might as well. It's tatted in my brain.
Nah, Brandon.
Especially the number 1,260.
Why?
Christina, why else? Because a certain someone stole 1,000.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Sam. I was not piecing that. Okay, we'll leave it at that. That's hilarious. Oh my fucking god.
Yes,
Oh my god. So who's going next?
You.
Okay, are we only telling one story like the Kolbs?
Yeah, let's do one, and then if you have more, we'll go around again.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That way they don't have to listen to me talk like for 6 hours.
Oh, you're right. Savannah be talking. Okay?
Yeah.
We love that though.
You know, I made a joke at work because I wear my glasses at work now because I can't see right anymore because I'm aging. And and I also have always been deaf like the past couple years because I've been to so many concerts. So,
She's really convinced her ears.
so
Every time you say that, I
So-
think you're flexing.
with that, my coworker, he sees me with my glasses on. I'm telling him that I'm deaf because of all the concerts. He's like, so now you're deaf and blind? And I was like, and I would be Helen Keller, but nothing can keep me from talking.
Oh my gosh. That's funny, Vanna.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that day.
All right, if we're
you
just
be
doing,
cracking jokes,
we're
bro.
gonna just do
That's
the
what I
one.
do.
I'll do my craziest one first. In life. In life. I don't even like talking about it, but I will because it deserves to be.
Spoken
it
about.
deserves to be. No, I love you. No, it deserves to be like,
Recognized?
no,
Acknowledged?
no, no.
We're just trying to help.
I know. I love you guys. I love you, but no. Like recorded essentially, like just like I'm trying to think of like.
Written in hieroglyphics.
Oh my god.
Written in stone.
Documented.
Documented. Thank you, Vanna. Number 12. You got it. You did it. Okay. Anyways, so I'm not entirely positive if it was before Olivia was born, and it was probably like a year before that. So it had to be like 2017 or 18. Winter. obviously.
It was B.O. before Olivia.
B.O. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that.
That's so funny.
That's amazing. It was B.O. Oh my god, brutal. Anyways. And Tyler had to go, my husband, had to go to Albany he was trying to get into corrections officers. He was trying to become a corrections officer, and you had to go up to Albany for your physical and testing and everything. So I don't know what month it was, but it was a blizzard outside.
It was between November and May.
Yes. That's when it was. It was probably before the first of the year, but whatever. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. So anyways, oh my God. It was going to be like a 4.5 hour drive, I think was what the GPS said. And we knew that the blizzard was coming into Buffalo, but we thought, like, I don't know why. I probably checked the radar for Albany and just, like, thought it wasn't going to be as bad and just, like, went for it because we had to go. Well, we made the mistake of leaving way later than we were supposed to, too. So we could have beat the snow, but we don't have to talk about that. We left it like 8 p.m., okay? And Tyler had to be at this place by, like, 6 a.m., okay? So we left. And we were in I had a Volkswagen Tiguan at the time. Yeah, I believe that we took her. And the roads were as bad as they can get. Like, as bad as they can physically get. Like, it's snowing as hard as it physically can. Like, literally.
The limit for that the bar has been raised.
Well, it's snowing as hard as it fucking can. And the roads are bad as they can be. Okay? Like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I should not be on the roads.
Right.
Okay? And we had to take the thruway the entire way there. Okay? And there is maybe a car every, like, 10 minutes. Okay? And anything else vehicle-wise that you see are semis in the ditches about every couple minutes. Okay?
Damn.
I've seen like 12 motherfucking or more. I don't know. So many semis were down and out. Okay? Lights out, no cops. There ain't no emergency services right now. It's a motherfucking blizzard and it's happening. Okay? And the streets are fucking black. And you know how the snow is to see, like, when you're driving. It's so hard. So I was literally clenched to that wheel. Like, my hands hurt.
Yeah, your whole body was probably tensed
for,
like,
God,
the whole time.
My whole body hurt. Like, and this is when I smoked cigarettes. I smoked a pack and a half on the way there.
Dude,
that's how fucking
crazy.
stressed out I was. And I was fogging up the windows. Oh, my God, it was horrible. And Tyler kept saying, do you want me to drive? Do you want me to drive? Do you want me to drive?
No.
No, literally. This is me.
One
like,
breath type shit.
Yes,
really.
okay. I was tripping. But for him to drive would mean pulling over and switching spots, okay? And there ain't no way that I was stopping. Because if I stopped, I would have just given up.
Yeah.
I would have just given up. Like, I would have been like, we can't even go again. Because trying to think about even getting a little bit over to pull over and think about getting back sounded like a death sentence.
Yeah.
It was fucking terrifying. When you're on the throughway. You know what I mean? Like, no, there's not a lot of cars, but there are some. I'm not the only one that's fucking stupid. Okay? Okay. So, anyways, the 4.5 hour drive, maybe it was 3.5. I don't know. Can someone Google Albany from here? I need to know, because I'll tell you what time we got back to the hotel.
You're gonna Google.
So
It's brutal.
Albany.
Sorry, you know. Did you call me Christina Albone or Albone?
Albone. That's
Yeah.
how I say it.
Albany.
Indubitably.
Irrelevant. Irrelevant. I'm just hyped up off this fucking story right now.
Da-da-da-dum.
Is it loading or something?
Yeah. There's no service down here
Bro.
ever.
I got the Wi-Fi's.
They changed it last time.
I'll
remember?
give it to you.
I'm
Yes, but
wow, after
remember
all
I
these years, you're
got
going to
it.
cut me off your Wi-Fi?
Remember, I got it though. We needed it to record.
How dare you?
Excuse our phones. Albany, New York.
When we were teenagers, I had an iPod
Okay.
Touch. And at our Sweetwood apartment, I could stick my iPod Touch out my bedroom window and get the Wi-Fi from her dad's house on Lincoln. I can't explain how that's possible,
Whoa.
but it was possible. That's how I spoke to people. I didn't have a phone.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Whoa, the
Yeah.
universe
Whoa.
clutched that for you,
Whoa.
bro.
All right, let's not get too distracted because I just want to wrap it up.
Rapping.
But it's 4 hours and 13 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
Mine's still searching. So,
yeah. So realistically, we should have gotten there around 11:30. Okay, we got there at 3:30. Okay.
Wow, I was guessing around 3 o'clock too.
Yeah. Yeah. So how many?
so
hours
it was a
is
4-hour drive. You left at 8 o'clock. So
Yeah.
you should have gotten there at 12. So that's an extra 3.5 hours.
Yes.
7
Yeah.
hour
I was
drive.
gonna say it was about 3 hours of
Damn,
just
that's crazy.
yeah, it was fucked up.
That doesn't surprise me because in snow you got to go like so
yeah.
slow.
I don't think
So
I
slow.
I don't think I went
Literally,
over 20.
in
It
the
was
car-
Disgusting.
In the car, whenever we're driving to work, I'm just like,
Because we're always in traffic.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I love that. So, anyways, we got to the hotel, and of course, we had complications with paying for a hotel. It was annoying as fuck. So, like a half hour before we could get up to our room because we had to fix shit and call my parents. Oh my god, it was just we couldn't pay for it. So, like the card Tyler had wasn't working. So my parents had, it was horrible. Anyway, they had to fax their license information over for us to
Oh,
use their
yeah.
card. It was
That
obnoxious.
sucks.
So if my parents didn't have a freaking printer fax machine, we would have been sleeping in the car, bro.
At work one day, somebody was like, "Where's the fax machine?" Everyone's like, "What year is it? Why are you asking me that?"
What year?
literally,
That's
just
funny.
send a photo.
So
All the
anyways.
cameras we got up here.
I know, right?
Oh, it's funny.
So we got to the hotel, we got into our room, and I literally, like, I just wanted to go to bed, obviously. Tyler had to be up in 3 hours. I just wanted to go to sleep. So tried to go to sleep, and literally, like, 10 minutes later, I woke up and just threw up super fucking bad. Like,
From tensing your
from
body for
being
7
stressed
hours.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, that all them ogres that you
Adrenaline.
smoked, bro.
And the cigarettes. Don't forget about
Her
the
body was
cigarettes.
like, "You relax? Cool. Let's do this."
Yes. Exactly. My hands hurt. My whole body hurt.
Dude.
Threw up.
You're like, "Hey,
It
you're
was
like,
horrible.
you're like, hey Tyler, you're driving home.
Oh, yes. And guess what? Thank you for reminding me. Because guess what?
You drove home."
When we woke... No, he did. He did. He definitely did. We woke up to blue skies and 45-degree weather. And I was so glad that we got to drive home and not the snow. But I was also pissed.
You're like,
because-
what the fuck?
It
So
was
you waited for us to get
manslaughter
here.
weather. It was manslaughter weather. And the next day, it was a blue, beautiful day.
The weather was like, "You relaxed? Cool."
Yeah.
Said that was fun, huh?
We had a ball.
So the drive home was fun, but I'll never forget that day, ever.
And it was never forgotten.
Mm-mm.
Dun, dun, dun.
But I did learn
Saked, bro.
something. I will never drive over 20 minutes in a snowstorm. Okay?
Yeah.
I won't.
Good.
A 25-minute limit.
Because in a snowstorm, 20 minutes is an
40,
hour.
45 an hour.
Yep.
Depends.
Nah,
It just
literally,
depends.
dude.
It depends. It depends.
Well, and because just everyone's like, too sunny, too snowy. I don't even know how to drive.
Mhm.
It's my own rules.
They just
Yeah.
start cutting up their licenses.
Oh,
like,
I
It's my
make the
own
rules
rules.
around here. So, my turn, I suppose.
Mhm.
I have so many to choose from. You know what? I just want to start with the one that
You gotta
inspired.
start with your favorite.
Yes. This is the one. It's so heartwarming, kind of.
Kind of.
Because I wish I had a piece of paper to diagram this, but we're just going to try to use our words. So this is the memory I thought about when Lucas, my coworker, said, "Why do you hate the snow so much?" And he's like, "You don't have any good memories in the snow?" And I instantly was like, "Yes, I do." It's actually one I think about this moment constantly because it was honestly one of the most peaceful moments I could ever have in my life. Ever. So, when we were younger, me and Colby, we lived in Sweetwood. I'm pretty sure we've mentioned that like 80 times. But it's like these apartments. But anyway, the best way I could describe it is if you take an upside down triangle, right? And each angle is a group of apartment buildings. And the top ones are up on hills, and the bottom one pointing down, that's down the hill. That's the apartments at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah.
So at one of the top ones, there was this clearing down
A clearing.
down through these trees, and it was the perfect sledding hill. And it, of course, went down into a tree and split, so we would sled so much that it would just automatically form as it does, where your sled would just go down a bump and it would go around the tree, and sometimes it wouldn't. And sometimes
Yes.
you would just crash into the tree. But we had so much fun over there, and every winter it was like all the kids in the neighborhood were over there sledding,
on.
and it was so much fucking fun. We'd be out
That's
all
awesome.
day
To
that's
the
awesome.
darkness.
till the coyotes were singing, bro.
No.
Yeah.
me
Like
neither.
we had a ball. And I just like can think of all the times we would like do like the sled trains where everyone grabs the sled in front of
Yeah.
you and goes down, and it's just a whole line of us. And like the park at the bottom of the hill was the park in Sweetwood, which wasn't really a park because all the swings were broken.
It's literally a death trap.
Yeah.
It's literally
Yeah.
the most broke up park ever. But in the wintertime, it didn't matter because it was just like all this stuff you can climb on and fall off
Right,
of into the
right,
snow, and it didn't
right.
matter. It was fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah.
after like all this activity and us getting into fights,
So many activities.
one time I beat up this one kid
Oh my god.
because he was often, a lot of the kids over there would make racist jokes, and it would hurt my feelings because the racist joke was always that I'm half black but I don't look like it. And it's pretty much the story of my life. But it would hurt my feelings then because I was just a little kid. So oftentimes I would leave early
Obviously.
because like I couldn't like handle it anymore, or it would just end up in a fight and I'm beating up some little kid. Because I don't care how old you are, I'm gonna punch you in the face. When I was a kid, that's just how it was. I was tumbling with anybody. But on the walk home, you'd have to walk through like this knee-high snow. You got all your snow gear on. You're exhausted from the day of fun and
Going
just
up
like
and
up and down and up and down, and just like
All
you're
around.
sweating, and so you're like hot under all there. And then
that's the worst.
it's like still a clear sky. You've got the snowflakes on your face, and like midway through the walk, because it is a long walk to your apartment, you're like, I'm just going to take a breather, and you lay down in the snow, and you look up, and you just close your eyes, and you can just feel the cold snowflakes falling on your hot face, and you're all sweaty, and you're just like laying there breathing. And I remember feeling so peaceful that like I could fall asleep.
Yeah.
I was so comfortable. I
Aw,
wasn't
love
cold. I could
that.
just fall asleep. But that's dangerous. I'll die.
Right. Yeah.
We'll be
yeah.
cold very soon.
So I always had to remind myself not to fall asleep, get up, and go home.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy about those days? Like the minute we would go home, we would walk in, and my mom would just have the hot cocoa ready. It wasn't cold. She wasn't just brewing it. It was just like she knew exactly when we were coming in. She probably seen us struggling to get home from like
Oh,
a mile
for
away.
real.
Oh, look who's on their way back. Oh my god, no, I can see her in the window. Like, oh, look who's on their way back.
Well, I guess I'll
It'll be
get the
another-
cocoa ready.
It'll be another 30 minutes.
They're probably going to
lay
hi-
down.
They're probably going to hypothermia. I should probably give them something warm.
But yeah, I just felt like it was so
Mm.
weird how every time we would come in the house after playing in the snow, like the hot
Aw,
cocoa was
that's
on the table and
special.
ready. And then
That's
she
special.
wouldn't even get mad that like we would take all our stuff off at the door and there would be like puddles. Which she's the type that would get mad at that stuff. Maybe she did. I don't know.
Well,
Did she, Colby? I
Depends
feel
on
like
the day, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like
'Cause I remember we would take breaks from coming.
Yeah, it was
and
the
then
in and out
yeah.
that she would get mad.
Yeah, she was like, okay, now you're like fucking everything up.
Now you're doing the most.
Well, and she wouldn't let us go back out 'cause all our stuff was wet, and
we'll get sick.
yeah.
But we were like,
We were
we'll
like,
just
what?
we'll just put on more layers.
What does that
Yeah.
mean? But we had so much fun out in Sweetwood in the winter time, and it's actually really sad 'cause you drive around there now, that sledding hill is completely grown in. It's non-existent, and I'm like, wow, like
Also,
kids just
global
don't go
warming,
outside anymore.
though. As far as the sledding, snow is not like it used to be. Everybody in this room can agree. And if you didn't agree, you're lying.
True. Well, exactly. It snows real hard in the morning just today, and then it's melted by the
Yep,
evening.
and that's
But
how it's been the
even-
last, 3 years.
But like even before that, like kids really just like stopped.
We would
Oh,
sled
I
in like the
know.
mud
No,
and
you're
slush.
You're
like
still right. I know that you're right. Like you're 100% right. It's not the same, and it's 'cause the media and because people are so fucked up, and we hear about it every 2 seconds. So
yeah, it's just sad. I feel like just the generation died out, and nobody showed these kids there's a sledding hill right there. And
but there's
'Cause-
nothing to sled on, Savannah.
everyone who was there moved. We all left.
yeah, it's just like it was a time where all of us we all didn't get along like that. But there's certain times where you would all group up and just play.
Right, and just play Foursquare.
And then people would
Then
cross
you'd get busy.
boundaries, and then there's a fight. One time I thought I broke my wrist on that sledding hill. I was going back up, and I slipped, and I fell right on my wrist. And I
No
made my mom
bueno.
take me to the hospital. It wasn't broken. But I swear to God.
Maybe
it was
did you
rough.
sprain it?
Oh, I've been there.
Yes. Yes. Actually, no, it was a contusion, which is a very deep bruise.
A contusion.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just what I was thinking about. I'm like, actually, yes, I've had a lot of great times in the snow, just like relaxing and having fun as
Yeah,
a kid.
especially in that environment, like you have to take in every second of peace that you really do get, 'cause 10 minutes later you will be fighting somebody.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Like,
And everyone's breaking off into groups, like
dude,
against each other,
Right.
and that's how
Cliques.
that's how the ice wars begin. And
facts, someone just gets hit with ice
in
accidentally.
fact, that brings me into the next highlight that I wanted to talk about Sweetwood in winters, is the plows would plow these gigantic mountains
I was
all
gonna
over
say
the
that.
neighborhood, like these gigantic mountains, and it was just. We would all just separate into our groups, and there would be a leader for each mountain, and we would find this giant. We would always be on the search for this giant ice ball, giant, and it was called the Golden Nugget. We would make it every year, and
That's
we
awesome.
would steal it from each other's bases, from
That's
each other's
awesome.
mountains, and then it was a war. It was amazing.
That is amazing.
It was very fun. We'd like we'd like dig forts into these mountains.
Yeah, they would literally be like deep in the tree.
Yes.
That high.
Awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah, good ass times.
Yeah.
I just miss going outside in my snowsuit and just plopping down and just. The world is your oyster when it's snow outside. You can really, because it's like you can't really get hurt, so you could just kind of roll off stuff and jump off stuff. And
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, you could definitely get hurt, but it's different.
Yeah, not in my mind.
Sorry.
It's like, this is snow, can't hurt me. I'm
Mm.
safe.
Till it's hard snow.
Till it gets in your boot or in your glove.
So you make
and
an
it's too late.
igloo and
Nah, literally.
It
I always struggle with
collapses.
that.
on you.
Or when that centerpiece between your sleeve and your glove gets all
Oh
snowy.
my God, your wrist. That's horrible.
The centerpiece.
The
is your wrist.
centerpiece between your
Oh,
hand
man.
and your arm.
That is
the wrist.
horrible. I'm honestly happy that I don't be playing in the snow like that, 'cause I don't gotta deal with that
You
no more.
hear her?
Yes, bro.
That's hilarious.
Wrist be dripping.
Wrist be dread.
And the ankles. It's the
Wrist be
worst.
on
I got ice on my
throws.
wrist.
We're so stupid.
I see where they get it from.
Oh my God. I see where they get it from. The ice. That's fucking hilarious.
But yeah, I just want to talk about those things because honestly, I worry my kids won't have times like that in the snow, and it's sad because snow is cold, and there's been a lot of bad things, especially growing up, about snow and driving in it, and snowstorms on Christmas that you're trapped in the house for 4 days and 48
Last
people
year.
fucking died in Buffalo. Like these snowy times, they're not fun.
They're not what
They're
they used to be
dangerous
because we know more.
It's just danger now.
Danger.
But it's it's 'cause we don't really get the chance to just throw on a fucking snowsuit and go outside and just be a kid for a second.
Right.
So where's the appreciation gonna come from? I hate the snow 'cause I know I gotta drive in
your
it.
kids will have
Blah
that
blah
family.
blah. But it's just like I forget that I do love the snow in a sense.
Yeah.
So thanks to my coworker for letting me know that. I hate it when it's a work day and I
I hate
have
driving
to drive
in
in
it.
it.
I hate driving in it, and if it affects like my home, like
Yeah.
leaks and stuff
When it
like
affects like society.
that. Yes, that
You
too,
know?
society.
And people out in Amherst don't know how to drive.
They're like,
bro.
I'm 97. I can't even see anymore. Deal with it.
I'm just gonna throw it out there that this is kind of it's off of that topic, but not on like winter. But I truly believe that when you turn 65, but maybe even 55, you should have to retake your driver's license. I'd be happy to do that at that age.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I think starting at 55 and then like
every 10 years, at least. Maybe every 5.
I would say less than that. I would say like maybe
They're not gonna, though.
every 5 at least.
Yeah, I would agree. I 100% agree.
At most 5.
My Nana, she'll never hear this. My Nana has no business
She would like, can
being
you help me with the
on
Wi-Fi?
the road. She has no business being on the road.
Yeah, I could
She
tell you
told
that.
She told me, because she always says, "Oh, I can't see at night." And then the one night she had to drive in the night, and we said, "How did you get home?" And she goes, "Oh, I depend on the angels to get me home." I'm like, "Oh my god!"
I don't want to be an angel, so if you could.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not only worried about her. I'm worried about other people. What the fuck?
Right. Because as much as I can understand their argument of it's my freedom, I understand that hurts, but you have to
Okay,
accept
but
the
still,
reality
you need to retake your
that
driver's
you're
test, though.
you're putting other people at risk too. And
Yeah.
your freedom is not worth other people's lives. Sorry.
Literally.
It's just not.
No, they should be having to retake that.
Yeah.
Also, my freaking 80-year-old step grandma shouldn't be driving either. I don't know what's going on around here.
I think when our generation is old, we're going to be like, I don't have to drive anymore? Cool.
Nice.
Our cars are going to drive for us. It's not even going to matter.
It's already
Yo,
that
whose
way.
car, bro? I ain't gonna let no car drive
Me
for
neither.
me.
Me neither. Me neither.
That's how you
No,
end up
I'd
in
be
the...
like, you good? You all right? You
You
turning?
straight?
You breaking? I would never trust it, bro. I'd be
No,
always ready.
I could never do it either, but I'm just saying, like, think about, like, if it had come that far and you're, like, old and decrepit and you can't drive yourself anywhere, you might consider it. Nope. Kobe's a
Nah,
firm
dawg.
no.
Nah, man. I don't even like escalators. Like,
Me neither.
Like, why can't I move myself, bro?
Escalators,
know.
escalators, Eels.
Eels. That was a great add-in. Okay. So, it's up to you, Vanna.
I have one more thing to say.
Okay.
Yes, one more thing to say. First things first, when I wrote down my notes, when I was talking about the hot chocolate, it says, come home, automatic cocoa.
Why?
Because when I
Couldn't
come home,
forget
there's
the
automatic
cocoa.
cocoa. It's already there. My mom already made it. It's done.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the
Automatic
cocoa you
cocoa.
brought here, and you were like noting yourself.
It is automatic cocoa. You just throw some hot water or milk in it. People
Hot
would,
milk.
I understand, but growing up poor, I'm already used to the water.
Use the milk.
The milk is more delicious. I'm not arguing. I'm just saying I'm not picky because I was raised on this shit. It's what I know. I don't forget where I came from.
I remember where I came from, and I ain't never going back.
I remember where I came from too.
But wait,
Brutal.
that wasn't the one more thing. So this is another thing.
I actually have 5 more things. to
Because
say.
while writing all this down, I was like, wow, I remember this one Christmas, we all woke up. It was Christmas morning, and there was no heat.
Brutal.
There was no heat. So we, like, opened our presents, and then we're quickly out of the house and went to Grammy's boyfriend's house that she was living at, where he lived with his wife. like it was him and his wife's house, and Grammy lived in their downstairs.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I know it's a weird dynamic. It didn't turn out well,
Clearly.
but we had Christmas there. We had
oh
Christmas
my
there
God,
one
that's
time.
awesome.
Yeah, that's when Grammy had a dog,
Oh, dude, I remember.
Jack Russell Terrier.
I remember
Yeah.
when whenever she would come over and she'd have like all types like chocolate and peanut butter fudge made, and there's just cookies everywhere.
I need
and
to reach out to Aunt Kathy and be like, I need your peanut butter fudge recipe.
I need it now.
Yeah, you should do
I
that.
need it.
You need to do that.
That
Do
that
that.
right there was my
You
favorite
need to do
memory.
that tonight.
Yeah.
Waking up, all of us got our own robes and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I have a cute, short, peaceful little story.
Do it.
Do it. So when I was little, like really little, obviously, like I have no idea how old I was, but I was before the age of like 7 when I was doing this. But I used to, and I vividly remember, I didn't mail my letters out to Santa. I convinced myself that if I waited till the snowiest day that there was, like this was just all like my imagination. If I waited till the snowiest day, like before Christmas, then I would just write it and throw it up in the air, and like that the snow would take it to the North Pole. Okay.
So littering.
Yeah. Asshole. Yes, Savannah. Littering. So I would litter, but paper is biodegradable.
Wholesome litter. Wholesome.
Okay, isn't it? Isn't it paper?
I mean, it'll get wet, but
No comment, because I'm actually not sure. And
I'm
I'm
not
sure it's
sure either.
biodegradable, but I don't know what the time it
Oh, I know.
is.
Well, I could still have some letters out there.
Santa, can you hear me?
Listen, that's my favorite Christmas song. Don't play. Love that song. Love her. Anyway. So, but I vividly remember like throwing them up, like when it would be like blistering outside, and it was just like magical.
Nice.
My littering
Nice.
that's wonderful.
It was. It was
Nice.
beautiful.
I remember writing lists for Santa, and I would work very hard on
Me
my list.
too.
I was on
Me
every
too.
commercial on Nickelodeon. I was like, I want that. And I would write it down, like hundreds of things, numbered,
Yeah.
accurately inputted, everything. And I remember every single Christmas, I'd be like, did he not get my list?
Oh,
Like,
that's so sad.
Like, was there a miscommunication?
I felt that way about a pug. A pug was always at the top of my list.
You got one?
I did get one, and it was winter. But I was older. But not that
It
much
just
older.
it
I
just
think
took
I was
him
13.
a little bit more time.
Maybe he's delayed. He's
I
got
was
so many
13.
letters. He's
So
like sweating.
I
He's
didn't
like,
believe
can't.
in Santa anymore. Disclaimer. I didn't believe in Santa anymore when I got my pug Lily, but may she rest in fur heaven.
Lil.
Okay,
Charlie.
anyways, I know, so sad. But when I got her, that was a magical. The tree was up. That's a good Christmas story. The tree was up. My dad had just like moved into his apartment 'cause him and my parents got divorced. So I was like 12, and he's like, I got a present for you. He couldn't keep the full secret. He kept saying, I got a present for you. You gotta come over. And I'm like, hey. And I was like expecting like some materialistic shit. Like I was materialistic. Like I was expecting like
A
he was
new
making
hair
such
straightener.
he was making such a big deal about it. I'm like, did he get me a computer? Like what's going on here? And I got there, and this tiny little 8-week-old pug with a sweater on was running towards me. It was the best moment of my life.
I'm surprised you didn't have
Besides
like.
when I had my
I'm
child,
surprised you didn't like
something like that.
actually faint.
I wanted to. I cried a lot.
Just falls on the dog.
I would still feel the same way if a pug came running up to me. But
yeah.
I want one later in life. But oh my gosh, she was an angel.
She
and I
was.
miss her so.
She was a fat little roly.
and I got her when I was 12, and I had her till I was 26. So I can't ask for more than that.
Yeah. Love, love,
Love.
love. But I think that wraps it up. I don't got nothing else on my doodles here.
McDoodle.
My doodly woodlies.
All right.
Yeah. So
Well, I hope that the camera has been recording this whole time.
I'm sorry if I look crazy. I just don't care no more.
You went to work and
We
then
just
came
got out of
here.
work.
We did.
You look great,
Fresh
guys.
off the
we,
clock.
We turned our sweaters inside out because we don't want you to know where we are located daily. So.
Fresh off the clock.
I didn't even notice. Anyways, thank you. Thank you for listening.
We love you guys, and who knows when we'll be back with another episode. You know, it's just always a happy surprise, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're
Good
like,
morning.
All right. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Yes, happy holidays.
Peace out, Seacrest.